Thank you very much for inviting us and for uh, inviting us to the conference and giving us a chance to present the condition in Montenegro. Very special congratulations to your organization, to you personally, to Alberto, that made this conference possible, because we know that we are living in a really specific moment right now when things are changing day by day, and we all of us probably know how it's very difficult and to make a conference like this, and of course with the people online, which is something new, I would say, in these times. Okay, so I will try to present my country in terms of social dialogue to all of the people that are listening to us. And as you may know, and you said it already, Montenegro is a small country in the Adriatic Sea, part of former Yugoslavia, for those who maybe don't know. And we aim to become the members of the European Union. And last 10 years, 12 years since we started the negotiation with the European Union, we are trying to implement the standards of European Union. Talking about social dialogue, I would say, of course, we have that whole system inside our country. We do have trade unions, and we have employers organization, where Montenegrin Employers Federation, where I come from, and we don't have workers' councils as a form of social dialogue. Talking about that, maybe I should say it first. In this moment, we believe that the form of social dialogue, if it has needed quality, it's enough for this moment. And I will be free to say that even our trade unions maybe are not so happy about involving another party into the social dialogue, such as worker council. So we have, I would say, the house of social dialogue in Montenegro. It's a social council of Montenegro. We have, of course, our members there, and it's functioning. But we do believe that it could be much better, because we believe that they say the social council is a second government, and things should be like that. But in this moment, I have to admit, and we are very sorry to say, that social council still didn't take the place where it belongs. So in past years, we were, of course, I would say, had a pretty successful social dialogue if we are talking about our relations with the government and with the trade unions. We did a lot of things together. Of course, some things were much easier, some things were not so easy. What is important, what happened in past time is that we get the new labor law. It's the constitution of social dialogue. And we started to implement it maybe second month after the pandemic situation happened. So I'm not sure that we can say about if we had done the successful work, because we didn't have a lot of time to test that law in normal conditions, because what we have now are everything except normal conditions. I do believe that we are going to face a lot of problems in the future due to pandemic of Corona-19, and I think that next period is going to be a proper test to the social council in social council and social dialogue in Montenegro. We have already made some moves. When I said I mean, on my organization, Montenegrin Employers Federation, we already applied for. We sent the initiative to our social partners that labor law must be changed in some parts because of the new situation caused by epidemic in Montenegro. Until now, we didn't have much. I would say we didn't. That request was not received very good by especially trade unions. But we do believe that we will have to do things together in the future, because I think that, if I may say, trade unions in Montenegro are still maybe waiting to see what's going to happen. You know, they didn't have any I would say positioning since this spring. And I'm sure that it's going to happen, because of course it's very understandable, because nobody knows until when we will have this situation and what is going to happen in the future, when this pandemic is going to stop, because we all hope it's going to stop. Yeah. So that is something what my organization have done in last months. What is very important to say, until now we still didn't have some major negative consequences in world of work. So we still didn't have some big dismissals, but we'll see what's going to happen in the future, of course. I'm sorry that this conference didn't take place in November, because in that month we are going to have very fresh data from the survey that we are doing right now with the employers. First phase of that survey was done in the beginning of the epidemic in April and May, and we had some data saying that of course, we must look at that data in context of that specific moment where the economy was in complete lockdown. So 70% of Montenegrin companies were not working. As you know, it makes sense, because our economy is based on services, which is very bad in this moment. In that first phase of survey, we didn't have almost any dismissals and terminations of work contracts. But that's why I say I would like to have it now, the fresh data. But it's we are still collecting data. If we want to be a bit more positive now, I would say that this situation brought some good things with it. We in Montenegro, as you know, as I mentioned, we aim to become members of European Union. We were talking a lot of digitalization, but to be honest, in past years we didn't have any significant move in this regard. But coronavirus made us go a bit ahead. So now what we have is teleworking. It's employers and employees were pushed to practice that kind of work relation. But now we have some very good experiences. We have some very important employers in Montenegro, which they say that even in the future they will continue to use teleworking. So that's something new, that's something good, that can be very good even for, of course, for employers and for employees. We have some experiences saying that the productivity was not lack in productivity, which is very good. And another good things that happen is that we showed as a society, as social partners, that we can be very friendly to each other when we have some, I would say, bigger goal to achieve. What we had is a very high level of respecting all of the measures from the employers. Of course, there was a lot of charity actions. There was a big action collecting money to support the whole society in fighting the coronavirus, and that is also a very good example. And of course, that is something that is very good for our future. What else I would like to say about social situation in Montenegro is that unfortunately yesterday we have some new data from the World Bank about our economy. So Montenegrin economy had the biggest fall in whole region. It is more than 12% fall of the economy. Next year, it's expected that our public debt is going to be almost equal as the gross domestic product, which is very bad news. So it's very easy to understand that the next months and years are going to be crucial for recovery of Montenegrin economy. And of course, if we have some good improvements in the economy, of course, that's going to be reflected to the labor market.